everyone, this is White Wolf. We're going to be going live doing readings and things of that nature. So if you're coming in, I wanted to give this message and talk to you guys for a little bit about knowing that you are the illusion. So it's connecting into that very sacred aspect of knowing that everything is an illusion and how we choose to moniker that illusion and tailor it to our reality, if you will. So I wanted to give this quick message here and help you guys connect to the fact that we are the illusion. We are an optical illusion. We are illusion that's beyond space and time and connection. So it's kind of understanding that everybody helps us gather our will in some type of way. So it gives us a vantage point of seeing ourselves dressed in the energy that we want to be a part of, and feeling into the connection and feeling into the inspiration of how it opens up. So we open up to a different state of being all the time, and the autonomous knowledge that comes through that connection, through that understanding of not using our gifting as a weapon, but using it as a tool, if you will. So it's connecting into the notion of knowing that you are the illusion, knowing that you are the connection of how the illusion inspires and connects us to the activation of transformation. And we feel into the movement of that. We feel into the movement of migrating back into our state of being and our state of wonderment. So it kind of gives us an ability to see how we can create from a different standpoint all the time. And we're not playing a guessing game. We're actually knowing what is going to happen. We're not second guessing the promise or the connection that we have with Source, the connection that can never be severed or never be unaligned. So it's understanding that underlying notion that every time that we choose to just be ourselves and stay committed to how we want to be blessed. I think that's an important thing within creation, is like, you want to be blessed in a certain way, you want to be connected in a certain way. So it's kind of like, I'm not going to give up on myself, and I'm not going to give up on the very things that I want out of my life and my own collection of energy. So it kind of gives you a different vantage point of how you find out what type of energy that you are, and then you find out what it is that you want to do with that energy, what you want to do with that impact, that creation, and following it intrinsically and never negating it. That's the thing that we do a lot when we're trying to, connect or manifest, is that we all want to, in some way, shape, or form, create from a different standpoint. So we have to give ourselves multiple different examples of creation and connecting and wanting to be an inspiration to people. And sometimes it's taking a step back and kind of getting back to your roots of what made you connected, So that's kind of why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of going back to my roots of, why I do the things that I do. So, but the greatest gift is to see that we are the illusion itself. We are not real, but we have a vantage point to create. We have something to create from. We have something to go along as a metaphysical moral compass to open up to different directions. So some of us go upstream, some of us go downstream, some of us are, neutral, some of us are way up here. But everybody is a conduit, everybody is psychic atomic energy, everybody is connected in that way. So it's understanding that healing energy comes from the very fact that someone accepts healing. The reason why we're all healed is because we want healing and love and feeling worthiness. So that's why we all become a healer. Everybody has the ability to speak words that have healing power. Everybody has the ability to be prophetic. Everybody has a nuance to how they create and generate within their own creation. So it's understanding that, and understanding the very fact that within our channel, within that deep water horizon, we can really open up to a very big way of seeing energy, being able to use our energy, but also making sense of it. So that's where a lot of us come in. We want to make sense of the spiritual awakening that we're going through. How can we make sense of it? How can we understand it? How can we touch it? How can we make it more tangible or more understood. So sometimes we don't understand it. We don't want to understand it, and sometimes we feel like we're a little lost in the translation of the energy that we can be. So it's never losing sight on what you are, who you are, and what you're doing. Sometimes what you're doing isn't always the thing that you want to do, but sometimes it helps you go along the journey and be pushed a little bit past your boundaries. So it doesn't mean that you're allowing energetically your boundaries to be messed with. It just means that you're willing to be edgy. It means that you're willing to be pushed and not be afraid, but you still have that laser-like focus. So it's beautiful about life, manifestation, migration into new energy, using your Kundalini energy, but also the wisdom of your guides, of like asking them for help, asking them for the things that you want. Not be afraid to ask the universe what you want either, because I notice on my path, even though I've integrated so much, it never hurts to ask God, universe, spirit, exactly what you want. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not arrogant, it's your birthright to ask the universe what you want to connect into. It's your birthright. You've been given that right. So if we've been given that right, then we have the ability to hone in on something that takes us out of our normal state. And that's really what we're doing with meditation, is taking ourselves out of the state that we were normally in. Because the state that we're probably normally in is very chaotic. It's very obnoxious most of the time. So we limit that. But it doesn't mean we change like original aspects of who we used to be. I still wear cowboy boots, even though I don't wear them like all the time like I used to. But it's still a part of me that is sacred. Don't disassemble the parts that are sacred to you. And I'm not just saying this for myself, I'm not saying this just to you, I'm just saying in general for people who want to listen. But listening, when you really listen or when you're really comfortable, you have to be comfortable in listening to really be comfortable doing anything. So to be comfortable, to be relaxed in certain situations, it's kind of like just winging it and going with it. But it's not winging it like, oh, I'm just going to wing this and I know that it's going to turn out bad. But it's like I'm winging it because I have to, or else I'm going to feel uncomfortable everywhere I go. So it's kind of like, I don't want to feel uncomfortable everywhere I go. So what do? Well, I kind of relax myself. I almost dance like nobody's watching. That's kind of like the key. It's like you're dancing when nobody's watching. And if nobody's watching you, then you don't have that fear of like dancing. Even though I'm not a great dancer myself, I'm great with a partner. But the point is like, I can be comfortable dancing, but I have to pretend like nobody's watching. It's kind of like when you're giving a speech. You don't want to feel like all the eyes are on you, because guess what? You're gonna slip back into like beliefs and thoughts and visions of yourself that are not true. It's a false like prophetic vision. But the prophetic vision wants you to outline of like, how can I be comfortable in this situation so that I can be comfortable towards everybody, and also not breathing negativity within the space. Because every time that we breathe negativity or doubt, sometimes we have to decipher what our thoughts are. Who are we as a people, and who are we being all the time? It doesn't mean that you're perfect, and it doesn't mean that you're not going to get angry. But it just means that it's easier to be yourself. It's easier to not sacrifice your alignment for something that is not of your choosing. It's like, I don't want to sacrifice who I am so that I can be disembodied, so that I can be like disconnected. But I want to be who I am because I want to be connected. And it's just choosing to express yourself. And that's what I love about awakening, is that we don't see the physical specimen. In some cases we do. In some cases we do see the physical specimen, and that's all that matters. But energy, we're always fighting physics of like, what we want to do, who we want to be with, how we want to go about this situation. We're always fighting gravity against ourselves instead of just kind of like having a trust fall with the universe, right? Having a trust fall with the universe, falling back and knowing that the universe has us. That's the greatest like test that we have of anybody who's like awakening, is to know that the universe has us. And if we know that we do, then there's a safety and a security there. But when we don't, then we feel kind of scared. We kind of feel like, oh God, I'm about to do this. I'm about to, hang glide. And it's very scary at first, but then once you let go, it doesn't feel as bad. But I'm talking more metaphysically, not physically. If you're not ready to hang glide, don't do that. But the point is like, sometimes like meditating can feel like you're about to hang glide. And then it's like you're trying to get into a meditation, and then guess what? Like stuff starts, messing with you, right? But then to limit that, just like a daily cleanse, just kind of like that. And it's just as if you're doing the windshield wipers meditatively. It's like you're doing those metaphysical windshield wipers, and you're just kind of dusting off the things that don't need to be there. So it's kind of like, you're just kind of like purifying, if you will. You're just purifying yourself. So, but I wanted to do this message because I thought it was very essential for people to hear this, and also for people to connect into the energy of the message as well. So we're going to do some energetic work. I hope everyone's doing well. If you're watching this on YouTube, TikTok, or wherever you're at, just know that you can watch these on YouTube. I will be posting a bunch of videos to TikTok and YouTube after I get off here. But we're going to do some energetic healing, and we're going to use the Kundalini energy. We're going to connect into our heart centers as well, as a bug is attacking me. So I will be doing some energetic work to facilitate a deeper connection with you guys and seeing yourselves as the illusion. So connecting, archangels, the love and light, who's willing to cleanse us. Chokari, chokari, chokari. Asking in blessings. Honshe zo shonen. Sakari, sakari, sakari. So connecting into the Kundalini energy, connecting into the wisdom of nature, and feeling into the power of using the Kundalini energy as our sexual energy of projection, of giving out, sending out vibes, sending out connection. So we hold our hands in blessings, we cup them and drink the water. Archangels, the love and light, who's willing to cleanse us of our auric field, tapping into God's source energy and the great I am. Merlin is going to give us light codes from his staff. The dragons are going to burn up lower energies, negative energies, the fire dragon. And then connecting to the 12th dimension, integration, focus, and connection and love. And we are doing Stupa Mudra energy. It's what the Buddhists use. So receive this in your heart and see the visualization of the illusion, the manifestation of life, the creation of all that there is. Connecting into our fifth dimensional energies, the dark blue galactic dragon, the cat helping us with our psychic abilities, dogs, loyalty, trust, and connection, then the Black Panther energy, the wisdom of the Anunnaki to use our words of wisdom, the Andromedans helping us tap into all of our galactic chakras, and then Jesus is going to help us connect to the Ascended Master's bloodline, then connecting to the higher self. Acceptance of all. Then we're going to see the absolute reality beyond space and time. And after this healing, you'll have 3 months of acceleration. Embrace your Kundalini. Embrace new limiting beliefs that are being deconstructed. So releasing the negative beliefs, releasing the attachments, and connecting fully to God Code, the Shambhala, and connecting into the Galactic Federation of Light. Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Sandalphon, Raphael, Mother Mary, Saint Germain. Opening up different dimensions and portals. Then alchemizing our psychic abilities. Embrace the light and the dark. Embrace the masculine and feminine. And you are the power and the glory of God's source energy and the great I am, the Shekinah glory. Take a deep breath. Exhale. And so it is. So yes, we are connecting this morning. I wanted to do this live real quick and connect you guys. But no, I wanted to talk about the illusion being real, the illusion being a tangible thing, and knowing that you are the illusion of whatever you want to be within your connection. So just because like everybody else says that it can't happen, or people try to come against you, or for some reason you're not spiritually ready, just know that we're always ready before we accept the point that we're ready, and that we have the faith and the direction and the connection of what we can become as a creator, as someone that's an innovator, and someone that wants to just push the boundaries. And once you push those boundaries and you break those doors and you break off those chains from you, nothing can limit you. So just know that you are loved by the universe. The universe wants to do many different things. They want you to be a work of art. And they want you to pay homage to the guides as well. So every day is a new day, my friends. Every day is a new day to live, to breathe, to laugh, to connect, and to just be yourself. How do I open my third eye? This is a technique that I use when I'm doing energetic work with people. What I do is that I hold my hand like this, like frontwards, and then touching your third eye just like this. What that is doing is not only helping you receive the energies, but also receive it from the crown. So when you're sitting like that and doing that, that's going to activate your third eye. That's my tip for you. But we open our third eyes and we choose to not use just these eyes. That's another thing that I had to learn, was every time that you think that it's these eyes, it's your third eye that really sees who you are and what you want to do. So, but no guys, I will be doing another live around 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern, doing readings, healings, activations. Also a new private session special. It's 30 minutes for $50 and 1 hour for $100. And also I'm in Austin, Texas. So if you want to do in-person appointments, I can do that for you, where you actually meet me in person, which I would love to do that if you're in Austin, Texas. But I felt led to go live here because I just miss you guys. I miss going live, and I miss interacting with you guys. I've been kind of on a hiatus, so it's been a little bit crazy, but just know that I don't let it go unnoticed. Your guys' love and affection and your likes and shares, and also the very fact that you come into my lives and watch them when you don't have to. Because I can only be so interesting, you know. But it's been an honor and a pleasure to serve you guys and to have my private sessions, and also just embracing, I think for the next year or so, we're thinking about, my girlfriend and I are thinking about moving somewhere else. So, but yeah, but no. What's beautiful also, what I've been learning, is to use your intention very hard. Not hard like as in a rough way, but like using your intention as a way of like seeing into different dimensions, helping yourself visualize, helping yourself connect, and helping yourself kind of give yourself a daily reminder of Zen within your life, nirvana. So it's kind of like express yourself how you feel to express yourself, and never like sacrificing that notion. Like that's always the best notion. And another thing I notice is that all of us have the ability to love, to dream, and to co-create. That's another thing. When you have spiritual partners, when you have partners on the spiritual awakening, you guys are a counterpart towards one another. Like you guys are co-creators. So just understand that. So just understand when you're with your partner, or if you separate from your partner and you're worried about them finding another person, they'll find another person that they actually match more energetically. So, but there's a reason why there's a lot of like people who are couples that are power couples. That's the reason why they say it. They don't say that. Yes. So like to what you just said, my husband just left me. It may feel like the worst thing in the world, but it also could lead to something very beautiful too. So I hope that kind of gives you like a sense of like, yes, this thing was probably not fun, but here recently I went through a situation where I left quickly, and it just happened fast. And sometimes we drift apart, and sometimes we kind of stay engaged and locked in and, you know, stay committed. But there's a reason energetically why that happens and why it parts. It just parts the sea. It just parts the sea so that other waters can come through. So just know that. It changes you. But no, and a lot of us love deeply. That's the last thing I want to like talk about is we love deeply as energetic beings. We don't want to hurt people. We don't want to hurt their feelings. And we don't want to leave things ungraceful, right? In any type of like friendship or like job, or, you know, we don't want it to be that way, but sometimes energetically it happens that way because it gives us a greater understanding of like who we are as a people, as society, and also just as a spiritual collective. So, but no, you guys are not alone. The divine loves you. The divine wants to do a lot of things with you. We just have to believe it. We have to believe in the notion that we're taken care of. But no, thank you guys. Book private sessions with me. You can have in-person appointments with me in Austin, Texas. Also, I have a video where my phone number, email is on there. Text me on TikTok if you want to book a private session. 30 minutes for $50, 1 hour for $100. And I will be going live around 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern, doing a reading, sealings, activations. So, thank you guys. God bless. Namaste. It's always a pleasure and honor to serve you and to connect with you as spiritual entities of love and light. So thank you. God bless. And namaste.